Domino's is, again, it's in the pizza business. There's so many different franchises and so many different companies that sell pizza. In Stoughton, there's so many pizza places. It's amazing. Is it still the delivery, the niche, or is it now some of the products that are really the niche of the product of the company?
Well, I'd say the hallmark of our whole brand has been built on delivery. We're the delivery experts.
30 minutes or less.
30
originally.
minutes or less.
Not anymore, though, is it?
We don't actually have a guarantee, but it's our pledge, and that's really what's built our businesses. In today's day and age, where time is such a serious commodity for everybody, to be able to pick up the phone and get reliable service from a particular company, whatever it is, builds customer loyalty. And of course, there are more and more people that have gotten into the delivery business, and as such, Domino's has branched out in offering different products to the consumer, just because that's what the consumer demands.
Let's, in the limited time we have here, let's talk about some of the products that you brought with you. One of the things that everybody loves is buffalo wings. Let's talk a little bit about the kickers and the buffalo wings you have over there.
Well, right here we have
barbecue wings.
Barbecue wings, and then we have our buffalo wings, and then we have our chicken kickers. Now, the chicken kickers are more or less the boneless type of wings. The other two are the bone-in. The chicken kickers are premium white chicken meat, and they've got a little zesty flavor added to them. Okay, so they got a little bit of a pop to them. Okay, but they've been excellent for those customers out there that just don't choose to have a bone on their chicken wing. They just want to pop it and go. And when we serve the chicken kickers or the barbecue or the buffalo wings, the buffalo wings and the barbecue wings, they really got their start out in, of course, Buffalo, New York. And we usually serve the blue cheese or the ranch if the customer requests.
And that's something, again, if you're having a football party, everybody loves buffalo wings.
I mean,
and if you're worried about neatness and stuff, the kickers, you don't have to handle them with your hands.
Right. It's just the kickers. They come with a side of hot sauce and the blue cheese and the same thing. I mean, it's just you're sitting there the way it is. You just you can pop them in your mouth and go.
Let's talk about the other appetizers you brought with you.
Right here we have our breadsticks, okay, which is what really was our first side item that we started offering to customers. And the breadsticks are sprinkled with butter and a seasoning. And then as an outgrowth of that, we started going into the cheesy bread. And I think what happened with the cheesy bread was someone said, hey, can you put a little bit of cheese on those breadsticks? And someone in the store said, yeah, sure, no problem. So the next thing you know, a new product was launched. And the cheesy bread has mozzarella and cheddar. It's smothered in mozzarella and cheddar. It's basically a breadstick that has mozzarella and cheddar smothered on top of it. And then, for those people that just love sweets and desire the sweets, the breadstick was once again, someone had a dessert craving, and the next thing you know, someone took a lot of cinnamon, sprinkled on a bunch of cinnamon onto the breadsticks, and then covered it with this vanilla icing. And I'll tell you, the danger about the Cinnasticks is that you cannot eat one.
I think it's a danger. Everything you have here is pretty much the same.
I mean,
danger.
you have one of those Cinnasticks, you might as well just forget about it. You're going to eat the whole. You're going to eat the whole lot because it's just that good. I mean, they taste great.
The number one selling pizza is.
Our number one selling pizza is either pepperoni or pepperoni extra cheese or the pepperoni sausage and mushrooms is also a very, very...
that's one of the trivia questions. And nationally, the pepperoni is by far the number one seller for Domino's. Yeah, I wasn't kind of sure what it would be, but pepperoni clearly number one, and this is pepperoni right in front of us.
Right.
It looks like maybe on TV like it's sauce, but it's big pepperoni. Now, is this the next LP right here?
That's 65 pieces of pepperoni on top of that, and it's got a layer of cheese underneath, and the 65 pepperoni on top of it.
You can weightlift this thing. It's a hefty pizza. Talking about that, let's just talk a little about health, because we do have that segment coming up. If people are aware of their diets, if they're watching their weight, what kind of things would they order at Domino's?
Well, the first thing I would recommend is if you're going light, is as George was saying, is really the thin crust, and depending on how people are watching the weight, a lot of people order a light cheese, so they could order a light cheese, a thin crust, light cheese, and a bunch of vegetables. I mean, we have green peppers, onions, black olives, mushrooms, tomatoes, hot pepper rings. So whatever type of vegetable they want to mix with their pizza is probably, if they're going light, that's the way to go.
And if folks want to call Domino's, is there like an 800 number they can call and reach Domino's anytime?
Not yet. I know they're working on a national 1-800 phone number, but most of the Domino's pizzas are locally owned and operated.
So they should just call their local Domino's?
Yeah, and
wherever
they're
they want.
locally owned and operated, and I think the main reason that they haven't gone to the 800 number is that, you know, when you're living in Stoughton or you're living in Mansfield or you're living in Foxborough and you call your local pizza place, you want to talk to the local guy. You don't want to talk to someone with you know, a different type of accent in a different part of the country, and then your number gets routed back to you. So the great thing about you know, Domino's is it's locally owned and operated. Most of the people that run the stores are, you know, residents of the community, and you know, they're actively involved in the community. So you know, so I think that's really one of the main reasons. I think for me personally, when you call one of my Domino's, I want you to know that it's one of my people on the other end of the phone answering the phone.
And folks, they want to try to win some gift certificates, they can go to pmpnetwork.com, and there's also a link on there to Domino's, so the folks can check out the menus and things
Yeah,
like that.
the www.dominos.com.
We have a link on there to it. So thanks so much for coming on,
Well,
both of you.
thank you,
And
Mark.
George,
The only thing we didn't talk about was our extra large pizza. That's
the XLP.
yeah, that's
I
a
thought
new,
we just talked about that.
Well,
This
it's
is an
30% larger than our 30% larger than
large.
our large pizza, and you know, the main reason that we went with that is just when someone's really craving pizza, you know, boom, you know, you get that XLP.
Are these all XLPs here except for the
They're
one in the
all
front?
XLPs except for the deep dish. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all, it's a good size, and I think that if we brought some smaller ones, you probably would tell the difference. It's, were they 16 inches or?
Those are 16 inches in diameter.
Yeah. Good size pizzas, XLPs. And they can just call up their local Domino's and order if they've got their appetites aroused right now at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, right now we're running a special. Actually, it's a large one-topping XLP for $9.99.
Good deal. Thank you so much for coming in, both of you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
And,
I appreciate it.
We'll see you around another time.
All right,
Okay,
thanks a
Mark.
lot.
Thank you.